abc.com/daytime.
Watch your step there. Must be 4 stories down here.
She's right in here. Faith, Pat, I brought your father.
What sort of place? Good Lord. Faith, dear. It's your father. It's your father. Can you hear me? You're safe. You're safe, dear. Faith. Faith, try and listen to me.
My head's too tight.
The leg's not too bad, but she's probably got a concussion.
Faith, please open your eyes.
Daddy?
Oh, Faith, I'm here. Everything's all right.
Oh,
You're with
Daddy.
me, and I'm not going to leave you.
I thought you'd never get here. Where is he?
Easy, easy. No, he's gone, and he isn't going to hurt you anymore.
No, he's here. He's gonna hurt me.
No, you're safe now. You're completely safe, dear.
Don't leave me.
Not for a moment.
I'm so scared.
That's what we're going to take you upstairs right away.
I thought you'd never get here.
There you go. Put
My
on the
head
blanket.
hurts so much.
All right. Let's get moving.
Children.
It's about Zach.
There was an explosion.
No, I don't want to hear it.
A broken heart turned deadly.
Gotta get her out of here to an OR. We don't stand a chance.
And as she recovers, she uncovers a murder.
Zach's crash might not have been an accident.
What?
Now she won't rest until she finds her husband's killer.
Stop trying to control her life. Stay away from her.
No matter where the clues lead.
Something is very wrong, Griffin.
I'm gonna need her to keep thinking of me as her friendly neighborhood minister.
All My Children.
What superfruit is taking America by storm? Surprise! It's Sunsweet Ones.
Prunes? Superfruit, really?
They're a delicious source of nutrients.
Wow.
Have you ever had a prune?
It's been a little while.
I've been wanting to try one.
Oh, this is delicious.
That's really good.
It's packaged by itself. That's fantastic.
It is so juicy.
My kids are going to love this. These could really catch on.
I think they already have. Sunsweet Ones. Over 400 million enjoyed and counting. Now available in a new value pack.
I may be an old dog, but I won't retire. I've got tricks to do. Tennis balls to fetch, frisbees to catch, and squirrels to chase. I'd act my age, but honestly, I don't even know it. New Pedigree Healthy Longevity. With leading levels of omega-3s and antioxidants to help keep hearts healthy.
Gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation that comes and goes. I'm here to discuss how irregular bowel movements can affect your health. If you're not having normal bowel movements every day, you can suffer from a buildup of toxins that cause upset stomach, constipation, excess gas, or intestinal discomfort. Plus, you could be holding up to 4.5 pounds of fecal waste if you're going to the bathroom just once a day. Even more unwanted weight if you're going less often. That's why I recommend Colon Flow. Non-prescription Colon Flow is scientifically formulated to help restore normal bowel functions. All natural Colon Flow works gently with your body to eliminate toxic waste and help you live a happier and healthier life. Don't let unwanted fecal matter weigh you down. Start feeling lighter and cleaner with Colon Flow now.
Colon Flow is being released to the general public, and your area has been selected to receive a free 30-day trial, so call immediately.
There you are. Thank you for the flowers.
Oh, I knew I couldn't get here too late.
Oh, hi.
You look terrific. They said you're much better. That's so?
Incredibly better since you were here.
I
I'm better, too.
Oh, here, let me introduce you. Miss Mills, this is my friend, Jack Finelli.
How do you do, Miss Mills?
Very well, thank you. Handsome.
I think so, too.
Handsome men are the best. It makes up for so many other things.
I'm sure.
Well, I must get some sleep now. It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Miss Mills is just about the nicest roommate I've ever had. Present company accepted.
Promises, promises. When you getting out of here anyway? Soon?
Oh, I hope so. Presents!
Yeah, I want you to think sweet thoughts of me while I'm not here.
I'm ready. Will you unwrap one for me?
Sure. Only I won't try to light the paper here.
I think the hospital might appreciate it. Thank you.
Wish we were in my place.
So do I.
Haven't been able to think of anything but you. From the moment that you got sick.
That's nice.
No. Actually, it's been awful.
What's wrong?
Your being sick changed things, Mary. It made me realize that the way I feel about you isn't as simple as I thought it was.
I think my feelings for you are simple enough.
You don't remember last night.
Last night?
Mm-hmm. I was here with your mother, and you were delirious. You said some things.
Ah, what did I say?
Well, you started talking about us, about you and me, about our being married.
No, our getting married.
No. No, you were all mixed up. You thought we were married.
Oh. That bother you?
Some. I talked with your mother about it afterwards.
Honey, it doesn't count if I was delirious.
Well, you may have been delirious, but I knew that you meant it. That you felt married to me.
I love you, if that's what you mean.
Your mother agreed. She said that you'd already made a commitment and that you were waiting for me to love you the way you love me.
Jack, I don't want to put demands like that on you.
You... Just listen a minute, okay? So there you were, running a temperature of 106 degrees, and there was some chance that you might not make it, and I thought, well, if she doesn't make it, what the hell are you going to do, Finelli? How do you go back to things the way they were before Mary?
Jack, but you must have known. Come on,
Shut up and let me get through this, okay? So I left your mother, and I walked home.
All the way downtown?
All the way to the Battery, walking and thinking things over. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I turned around and I started back to the apartment. And suddenly I had this terrible feeling that you died. And I couldn't find a payphone anywhere, so I grabbed an off-duty cab and I went home and called, and they said that you were off the critical list. So I sat down at my typewriter to do my column. Only I couldn't, because I was crying.
Oh, Jack.
The point of all this is, I think I do love you the way you love me. And I have made a commitment to you in my own fashion. And I just want you to get well and get out of here, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Come in.
Dr. Bolak?
Yes.
My father suggested that I get in touch with you. Well, I think that he hoped that I might be helpful with some of the legal questions involving your wife's condition. I'm sorry I couldn't stop by earlier, but I saw your light on just now, and, well, I wondered maybe this might be a good time. If you're interested, that is. Look, I'm sorry, perhaps this is a bad time.
No. Please, I'm sorry. Sit down.
I know how much I dislike unsolicited advice.
Yeah, well, no. Please, sit. You tell me whatever you think it is I should know.
Look, I realize that your wife's condition must be a constant source of pain for you.
Yes?
And I'm sure that you'd like to see her released from it.
I was just looking at the angiograms. I never should have operated.
Well, I think everybody understands why you did. An impulse to try to help. Unfortunately, because everybody's been aware of Nell's condition from the start, I'm afraid that whatever you do from now on is going to attract a lot of attention.
You mean everybody's going to be waiting to see what I'm going to do?
I mean that there's no chance of taking your wife off life support without facing legal consequences.
And those are?
Look, I'd like you to understand one thing. I'm not defending the law. I'm just merely stating its provisions.
Mm-hmm. All right. Go on.
Anyone that takes Nell off that respirator now is almost certain to be charged with homicide, or possibly some lesser included offense. And I think conviction would be inevitable, regardless of the circumstances. Needless to say, that would mean prison. And in your particular case, it would also mean the loss of your license to practice medicine and the profession to which you've devoted your life.
Now, it was my mistake that put Nell on that respirator in the first place.
Well, I'm afraid
Wait,
even
are you
if that's
telling
so-
me that a doctor cannot remedy his own mistake?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Suppose I made myself the physician of record. Am I allowed by law to remove the respirator as unnecessary from a medical standpoint?
Unfortunately, you're not.
In other words, the law is telling me how to practice medicine.
I'm afraid it is.
Now, where was the law when Nell was lying in the emergency room with a vein bleeding inside of her head? Now, where was the statute that said, this woman will not live? You will not let this woman go on. How about it, Miss Coleridge? Where was the law when we had her in the operating room? And why wasn't there a judge in the recovery room when she stopped bleeding to order me not to put her on a respirator? Where was the law then, Miss Coleridge?
I'm sorry. I really wish that I could be more helpful.
Oh, you have been. You've told me that the law requires that my wife remain in a state of permanent vegetation, dying by inches over years and years.
Is that what will happen?
Yes. That's the one thing that Nell dreaded. And I assured her that nothing like that would ever happen.
I'm sorry.
Well, does the law care about what Nell wants? Does that matter at all?
Dr. Bolak.
Yes.
If you look at any of the traditional drawings of the justice, you'll see that she's usually portrayed as blind. And I'm really sorry. But I'm afraid in this particular instance, the law does not recognize your wife's wishes in the matter.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken out my frustrations on you.
Listen, I'm not concerned about that. What does concern me, and what I really want to be sure is, that you understand all the legal consequences that you'll have to face if you do anything to remove life support from Nell.
All right. Thank you for that. But I'm not sure that consequences to me are the most primary consideration right now.
This week.
I'm gonna get rights to my son, Ryder.
Now, Jessica's alter ego makes big plans.
We're getting married.
You want your son, don't you?
And
I need to move on with my life.
So we can be together.
Star and James share an unforgettable night. Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
I live alone and rarely have visitors. So when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, I knew I was in trouble.
Help!
I could barely move.
Help!
I tried calling for help, but no one could hear me. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think of my kids and grandkids having to go on without me. I was terrified. It took 8 hours for my neighbor to find me. It could have been the end of me. That's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
For a free Life Alert brochure, please call 1-800-691-6448. That's 1-800-691-6448. Call us toll-free now at 1-800-691-6448. 1-800-691-6448.
After years of trying to fight their fate,
I'm not gonna let you go.
Brenda and Sonny vow to love each other for life.
Are we about to have a dog?
But this week on General Hospital,
I don't want anything to ruin our wedding.
they can't seem to escape
Nothing's gonna get in the way of our future together.
the enemies of their past.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Oh my God!
I can't lose her! It's too hot! I trust you enjoyed the fireworks.
General Hospital.
Aha.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I wasn't asleep.
I meant I was sorry about taking one of those little cookies without asking you. But I just couldn't help myself.
Please take as many as you like.
Well, I'll just take one more.
Help yourself.
You know, when they serve dinner at 5:30, it's only natural that a body should get hungry at this time.
Of course.
Why don't you have one? They're really quite special.
Well, maybe I'll have just one.
Oh, I love eating in the middle of the night.
My sister Siobhan, you haven't met her yet. She lives in Pittsburgh. Well, she and I used to share a room all during high school. And we used to make a ritual of sneaking down into the kitchen on Friday nights to get a snack. Used to drive my mother absolutely bananas.
Would you believe it? Some 50, 60 years ago, my sister and I did the same thing. And it used to drive our mother bananas.
Where was that?
Oh, Wichita. My, that seems a long ways away. Dolly's gone, well, almost 20 years now.
Was she your only sister?
No, there were 3 of us. They're all dead now. Everybody. I'm the last. These are so good.
Oh, help yourself, Miss Rose, really. Come on.
No, we are not allowed to carry food back from the dining room into our rooms. But, you know, if there's anything to carry. But, and it, you know, even the kitchen is closed.
Oh, that's too bad.
But if you have a friend or relatives who send you what we call them care packages, well, then they approve of that. They allow that. In fact, they encourage them.
Well, I would think so.
Now, I don't really like being in the hospital, but oh, it's lovely to have all that food.
Miss Mills, don't they give you enough to eat out there?
Well, dear, we're all so old, and some of us don't need very much food. But still, there's some of us that...
Who don't get enough?
Well, the portions are all so very small. Now, I think the cook takes some home.
Do you mean to tell me you're hungry all the time?
We are if we don't look sharp. My friend, Mr. Holbrook, he gets cookies sent from him from his nieces, you know. And, oh, that's a red-letter day.
Well, Miss Mills, if they're not giving you enough to eat out there...
Well, they never admit it.
Well, I think that's terrible.
Well, if we complain, they say that some of us are wasting food. They say that there is plenty.
And what do you say?
Almost nothing. They look with a very dim view to people who are malcontents. Oh, you ought to hear them go on about the one rotten apple spoiling the barrel. So, I don't say anything.
That really sounds awful. I suppose if they're not giving you enough to eat out there, then something should be done about it.
Well, something should be done. But nothing will.
Why not?
Well, what can we do? We're so helpless.
But something could be done from the outside.
No.
Yes,
No,
it could
no.
be.
Now, Mary, I'm just an old woman that's talked too much.
You're making a lot of sense.
No, Mary, please. Please don't say anything about what I just told
But
you.
why not?
You could get me into such terrible trouble.
Oh, Miss Mills, tell me, who would you get into trouble with?
Never mind. It's not important.
I think it sounds dreadful. All those people who aren't getting enough to eat?
It really isn't like that.
Then how is it?
Please. Please. Don't say anything. Thank you for the cookies.
Please, have another one.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't if it made you think that I was that hungry.
I give up. Miss Mills, would you please have another cookie?
Just one.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, just before he hosts the Academy Awards, critically acclaimed actor James Franco returns to wreak havoc in Port Charles.
I'm a whack job. Ask anyone.
Carrie Payton is now on staff at General Hospital as Dr. Terrell Jackson.
So it seems.
House hunter Suzanne Wang is Carol Chang, wedding planner.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And on One Life to Live, General Hospital's Ted King is moving to Landview.
Quick.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
Have you tried this yet? This month's P&G Brand Saver feature helps you save on innovative products from brands like Pantene. Try Pantene Custom Hair Solutions to turn the hair you have into the hair you want. Get Always Infinity with non-stop absorbency. And try Tide with ActiLift to remove stains with ease. Look for your February 27th P&G Brand Saver for over $130 in savings on these and other innovative products.
The best potatoes absolutely come from Texas.
We grow the best potatoes right here in California.
The best potatoes come from New England.
Definitely Michigan.
Nope, they come from Florida.
That's California.
California, give me a break.
The perfect chip every time.
No, not Michigan. You seen those guys?
Michigan.
It's Florida. No, sir. They come from Texas.
This February on One Life to Live.
You came all this way for nothing.
I don't feel that way at all.
Inside every love,
I'm never giving up on you.
there are lies. Behind every secret,
I slept with Natalie.
there is pain.
Miss me? Tess.
And for every pleasure,
This has been the best day of my life.
there is a price.
You're not the father of my baby.
The one that stabbed me in the back is you.
You're not my sister.
Get down!
One Life to Live. All this month, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
People are talking about General Hospital's Jason Morgan. Nicole Lachelle Alvarez posted on Facebook, "I love Jason." Candace Prophet says, "How I love you. Let me count the ways." Linda Lair Cox says, "Hot, hot, hot. Who doesn't love bad boys?" And Melissa Russell Gray adds, "My absolute favorite character ever. What a sexy man." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
This is Erica, your average complicated 30-something in therapy with a not-so-average therapist, Dr. Tom. His specialty, time travel therapy. She doesn't talk about her past, she relives it.
Wait, where am I going?
Literally. After 2 years, it's time for phase 2.
Let's do this!
Now she's running from the law.
Oh my God!
Rescuing her family.
Lay off my brother!
And dealing with her own mortality.
9 years from now, something awful is going to happen.
Am I dead? So now what?
Good question. Check out the all-new season of the SoapNet original drama, Being Erica. All new Wednesdays at 11, only on SoapNet.
Blood pressure is 110/70, doctor. Temperature's normal.
Thank you, nurse. She's dehydrated. Start her on the IV, glucose and water.
Yes, doctor.
And we'll have to take her off that splint. Nurse, we'll be moving you to X-ray in just a few minutes.
Yes, doctor.
Did you find anything?
All negative. No localized signs of damage.
At least that's something. Ah, this must have been where she hit her head when she fell.
When I found her, she was talking about a concussion.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I'll try and bring her around. Faith. Faith, wake up, honey. All right. Come on, wake up.
No.
You're in the ER. We're starting to take care of you. Come on, please, open your eyes.
Open my eyes. Oh, hi, Daddy. Where am I?
You're in the ER.
How? I don't remember coming up here.
Yeah, you were kind of out of it.
Is that you, Pat?
Yeah, sure is. How do you feel?
Oh, better. I dreamed. Did you find me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
After you'd been gone a while, Kenneth and I began to zero in on Kenneth. And, got away for a few hours, but then somebody said he was on the stairwell, so followed him down there to the basement.
You found me there?
Yeah, I found you in the whole weird setup.
Well, where's Kenneth now?
I don't know, he got away while I was examining you.
You mean the police don't have him?
Not yet, but, they're looking for him. They should find him soon enough.
Faith, all you have to do right now is concentrate on getting well. Don't worry about anything else.
Oh, how sick am I?
Well, we'll be taking you up to X-ray in a few minutes. I think you probably have a slight fracture of the left tibia.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Hey, we'll do some skull plates, just to be sure there's no fracture.
I think I have a concussion. I've seen 2 of everything. It's really good to see the 2 of you, though. Where's Kenneth now?
We're not quite sure. I did speak to Bob Reed, and the police are looking for him. Bob wants to come around as soon as you're able to answer a few questions.
Sure.
They need to find out what happened, Faith. How did he get you down to that room?
I don't understand.
Were you kidnapped? Did he force you downstairs?
Oh, no, he told me he wanted to show me something.
Well, did he surprise you? How'd you hurt your leg?
Well, I realized he was the man who was after me, and I tried to run away in the dark, and I fell.
Oh, then he didn't want to bring you back upstairs, is that it?
Yeah, and then I tried to get away again, and I hit my head.
All the time Kenneth was upstairs trying to figure out what the police were doing.
Yeah, he said he was coming back here. Why asking me all these questions?
No, easy now. Don't worry. He won't bother you again.
You protect me?
Of course I will.
Oh, Daddy, protect me. He's out there, and he's coming back. Help me, Daddy, help me.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.